let's just dive right into it for our viewers. What exactly? Let's see. Before we get into anything crazy, any of the strategies or anything like that, I want you to give our viewers or our listeners a little background on yourself on before you got started with YouTube, and then like what led you to get into it.
Okay, well, my name is Tracy Smith, and I have 8 kids. And as I was growing my family, I had a variety of jobs. I worked as a paramedic, I worked as a restaurant manager, I worked in the classroom at the public schools. So I had a variety of different jobs. And then when I started homeschooling my kids and realizing that I wanted to be home with them, I actually went back to college for business. And about the time the recession happened, as I told you earlier, Philip, a lot of life things happened for me. I had an embolism. I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer. We had this flash flood, just a lot of awful things in like this 4 or 5 year period. And it totally changed my life around. And I started to analyze who I was and what I wanted. And in order to do that, what type of job would support the lifestyle that I wanted. And I wanted to travel and be with my family and just really live big. And I just felt like I had become a shadow of myself, really, in the last 5 years. So I just determined to get out of that. And as I was going through this process and coming out of it and everything I had learned, I became like really passionate about it. And YouTube was a way for me to kind of, I guess, give it back or to try to impact one other life out there, another stay-at-home mom or another person struggling with health issues. I just knew that there were people out there that felt like they were in a rut or felt like they weren't living the life that they could live. And so that's how I started with YouTube. And it was actually my daughter's idea. She was 10 at the time, and she had a YouTube channel. So it just goes to show you that every age does it, young and old. And it's just an awesome platform. It's people teaching people for free. How awesome is that?
Yeah, you can't really beat that. It's basically free advertising. So why not take it up? Whatever you're promoting or whatever, or if you're promoting something or just trying to teach someone, it's a great platform for doing that. Like what exactly is your daughter? Is she kind of just, what exactly does she specialize on her YouTube channel, or is it just her adventures or something like that?
She actually is an animal lover, and she has guinea pigs. She has a lot of pets.
Oh, really?
And her channel is Guinea Pig Smith. So it's just all about guinea pigs. But she was the one that said, hey, this is an option. It's available, and you can reach people. And at the time when this first started, it was to reach people to impact their life. It was more on a personal level than a professional level when I started. And so it really appealed to me that it was just this whole community of people helping other people and teaching them and taking time with them.
Oh, I see. That makes sense. But let's see. Did you actually use YouTube to start building an audience? Was that like one of the big catalysts to building an audience?
No, my audience grew just organically. It grew naturally. I didn't, when I first started, I didn't really know that anybody would watch my channel. I did it more for me and for a few people that I could impact. As it started growing, I was just really excited, and it just grew faster and faster, and it just kind of snowballed into this business entity. So actually my business came from YouTube. YouTube was the catalyst for what I now do, which is pretty huge when you think about that.
Yeah.
It's not at all how I had anticipated that it would evolve.
Yeah. So most of your audience did come from YouTube. That's excellent. That's why I think YouTube is a great starting point. So with that being said, what do you think is probably the least amount of things people need to get started on YouTube? Because people can get stuck in perfectionist mode where they think I have to have this and that and this and that. What do you think are maybe the least amount of things for people to get started within, let's say, just to throw out a number for our viewers, a week or so, just to start off?
Well, initially, especially the first week, really all you need is a YouTube account, and then I created as many videos as I could. That way when someone visits your channel, you have established videos already. It's not just one video. That way you get the interest of the viewer. and always give content. I always try to let them walk away from a video having learned something. So those are I did things as far as like the actual needs. It would be like a smartphone, a light source, the internet, and the computer. It's really basic. Anybody can start a YouTube channel for very little time and financial investment.
I see. And when you started your channel, were you already working on your own, or were you working another job when you started?
No, when I started the YouTube channel, it really came after having gone through all of the stuff I had gone through.
Okay.
So I had aspired to be at home and travel and, do those lifestyle things like river raft and zip line and crazy stuff. And the YouTube channel came out of wanting to teach other people what I had already learned. So I had already started eBay, Amazon, stock trading, work from home, computer-based type of employment. And then I started YouTubing just as a method of teaching someone else.
I see. Is there anything specifically you're doing like this next week or within this next month that you're doing to increase your views or subscribership?
Yes. Yes. I've been reading a book that I've been trying to get through. Actually, I'm reading 2 books at the same time, which is probably why, it takes a little bit of time. But my focus right now is I'm trying to get more topic areas onto my channel. So I've asked them on my Facebook group. I have an Amazon 360 Facebook group, and I have polled the audience to see what other topics they would like to see on the YouTube channel. In my video, I've also asked the audience what they would like to see, because I would like to incorporate more balancing your life, really going for it with your life, being passionate about your life. So I want it to be about building a business, creating a life that you love, and how to balance both. So I've been doing that to grow. My focus has been the more videos you have, the more views you get. It just seems that it grows faster. I get more subscribers, I get more views when I have more videos popping out. And I don't know if that's for everybody, but that's been my experience. So I want to focus on hitting more videos, popping them out there.